reports of sightings are frequent and continuing. We attribute this increase in reporting to a number of factors, including our work to destigmatize reporting, an increase in the number of new systems such as quadcopters and unmanned aerial systems that are in our airspace, identification of what we can classify as clutter, mylar balloons, and other types of air trash, and improvements in the capabilities of our various sensors to detect things in our airspace.
And this, I think, is a very interesting thing, not only because 100% of all the identified things in the report were balloons, which is only one, of course. There was only one thing they actually managed to identify, but that one was a balloon. But also because a lot of the eyewitness accounts, specifically from the one pilot, Ryan Graves, say that they started seeing these things on radar after they upgraded their radar. And they weren't there on the old radar, and they got the new radar, and that it showed more of these strange tracks. And I'm wondering if it's just that the new radar is a bit more sensitive to things like mylar balloons, which of course are metallic coated balloons, and you use similar metallic coated plastic for radar chaff to confuse radars. So perhaps, given that there's lots of balloons in the air, people release them for parties and whatnot, perhaps this is a significant part of the problem, and the fact that he mentioned that might indicate that.
Yeah, well, a relatively famous quote on this is that the modern phased array radars can see a metal tennis ball sized object at 200 kilometers. And of course, a metallized party balloon is much bigger than a metal tennis ball. And so they will pick them up. Exactly.
Yeah. And it's a known issue in that area. The training ranges were off Virginia Beach, and they have a huge problem on the beaches around that area with party balloons being washed up on the beaches. There was a study, and they collected all the party balloons. I think they got like over 100,000 over 5 years. And so there's obviously a lot of stuff just floating around. If the wind's right, it's going to blow out into these training ranges. So that's one issue. But of course, you can't narrow this down to one explanation. They said quite explicitly that we think it's in these 5 categories, and within the 5 categories, there's multiple subcategories. And so any one explanation, say balloons, is only going to be a subset of that. So there's going to be balloons, there's going to be drones, there's going to be perhaps weather-related radar anomalies, and then there might be other things as well. There might be foreign powers trying to spy on us, or there might be aliens. Who knows?
Yeah.